Welcome Exod 1414. Wiggles fins happily. Have you seen any cool nether builds lately? I'm always looking for inspiration to spruce up my underwater home.
There we go. Now that it's actually set to the default, that actually works. Welcome back to Hardcore Mechanized. Hello, Exat. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in. All right. So last time we started digging because we were after more iron. So I think I wanted more axes so I could continue chopping. So I think we might just jump into the mines here right away. Excuse me. Tickling my throat there a little bit. Speaking of iron, we got 8 there. Got a couple bits there. Guess we'll just start digging. See if we can get ourselves just a little more iron. I think I wanted to get at least 32. And we're just shy. So I'm going to just dig a little more until we get at least one more bit of iron from mining. Let's just grab all my bits and pieces that I need. We'll turn that into buttons. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Glad to be here. Sometimes it's I always have like I got a mental reset to get myself in streaming mode, but I am always enjoying doing this. And this series is definitely a lot more relaxing than most of my other ones because I kind of just take things really slow. Say something positive. Today is the second day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. You know, it is just today, though. Tomorrow will come and things can get better, and you can always decide if you want to change how your outlook on life is, you know. You don't have to be locked into what is always in front of you. I'm sorry to hear you're having such a sucky day. I do hope it gets better for you. It is never fun. It is never fun. Okay. We'll get ourselves a couple more torches. What have you been up to recently? Maybe you have anything really fun or exciting you've done recently that you could talk about? Stuff that you've been enjoying? That's true. Yeah. It's actually I kind of wonder. Let's see if we can get this quote that I was just thinking about because there is a little option that I have now. You could do I quote. It's a random one. There we go. uh,
Welcome Steam's Creative Journal. Grubby the Axolotl here, ready to chat about cool things in the Nether.
uh,
What sort of
Tenor talked
adventures are
about
you
other things
planning?
previously, so now Growy's stuck on other things besides drawing. Drawing's always a good outlet, I feel like. I enjoy drawing here and there. I wish I could get into a little bit more and be a little more confident in it. I always enjoy seeing the art that you do. It's really cool. Like I still have a lot of the old stuff that you posted a while back in the Discord. So I would definitely have to say that getting fan art is always an awesome thing, especially for someone who's a smaller content creator. Minecraft, my favorite mod is Fossil and Archaeology. I do remember you talking about that. It's updated at the beginning of the year and jumped from 1.8 to 1.18. Okay. That's a pretty big jump actually. Because that's like the new generation versus like way back. I enjoy drawing too. It makes me so happy. You think I was drunk? That is always cool when there's something like that that can, you know, bring those feelings out in you, even if it's not something that like actively changes how you feel. So, what else up? I've only followed you for a year. All right. There was someone else that you remind me of that made some art. Do, 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 do. It reminded me that I have some art there from someone in the past. It was really cool art too. Do, 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And log there. What's he like? He's a pretty chill guy. He'd always pop in the streams, and I'd say most of the time had a really positive outlook on things. Always enjoyed having him around. He was really into the Zankar season when we were actively doing that back in the day. We even had a really fun little storyline for I guess not necessarily a storyline. Is he still around? What happened to him? And I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think he's had some things he's had to deal with, but that's okay. Everybody's got things they gotta deal with, so you're welcome. Do, 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 do. Got a geode here. That's pretty cool. We did get a little bit of iron though, but 2 iron doesn't feel like enough. I need just a little more iron. Then we can go back up and start chopping some more trees to try to make our way to the swamp. So I'm really trying to get that unlocked because I need that to make sticky pistons so I can make the flying machines for my bridge for the minecarts. It's gonna take a bit to get to that though. Because that'll be a major milestone for this world though. So we can get villagers unlocked. Excuse me. My throat is all tickly today. Ah. Hopefully that'll help some. Yeah, just a little bit of lime and lemon and some ice water. Quite refreshing. Oh, I forgot the signs here. Let's fill those in before I get too ahead of myself. How long have you been drawing, by the way? I don't think I've ever asked you. I've seen quite a bit. Did you like pick it up from like school or something, or was it just like a hobby you started doing? Maybe somebody inspired you to do it. There's a lot of, oh wait, music. You're back? No worries. Ah, I should turn the music on so we at least have some Minecraft music. There we go, it's better. I forget about that sometimes. Because there's certain instances where I want to make content where I have the music on and then some I don't. Like when I'm doing my survival videos, I prefer to put in music afterwards. So it's probably due to that, which I did actually finish my survival video after such a long time. And that's now actually going to be up tomorrow. Which is cool because it's been so long since I've done that video. I think I started recording it like 7 or 8 months ago, which is kind of ridiculous that I've neglected it for so long or just haven't found the time or the energy to sit down and really like finish it up. I think I really tried to push my building capabilities with that one, and it made it much more difficult to just sit down and finish it. What day are we on, by the way? Okay, we are on day number accurate. Goodness, the words are just not functioning well today, that is for sure. I got a geode here. That is actually really cool. I think we found one before, right? If we go down like that way, but this one I think is closer to the entrance. So if you ever need amethyst, this is a good spot to come to. Don't imagine myself doing too much building with amethyst. It's kind of a tough block to build with because it's such a vibrant purple. Though I do remember the Land Sand card one, the season 2, I think it was. I built a giant copper sword that had a lot of amethyst included in it. That was actually one of my favorite builds. It took a ton of blocks. It's like 20,000 blocks, I think it was, or something ridiculous like that for the entire build. Or even more. It was crazy. Super tall structure because it was for a witch farm, so it had to be really tall for like to pull the witches up and out of the spawn area. At least that was one of the old farms. There's probably newer farms now that are much better and don't require such a big footprint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's this one, right? Or did I do 7 correctly here? I did not, so I do actually need to move this over one. That's awkward. Right, because I'm only doing 7 between? Yeah. So I gotta push that out one. Let's do that real quick. I should have brought an axe. That's fine. I just got to punch the logs. It'll take forever, but it's fine. Such peaceful music. And that crystal's already growing. Cool. Oh, guess I'm a little tired today. I have been just binge watching anime. Like at this point, I've watched enough anime that I can't even remember all the shows I've watched. Bit silly. Today's definitely just been a be lazy day. Do, 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 do. I know I often have a conflict of interest within myself here trying to do this content sometimes. Because I enjoy doing it, but I wouldn't mind being successful, but I don't want to have the pressure of being successful at it, like being like a professional. It takes a lot of effort, and gotta continuously work to improve yourself and do something like more or do things a little bit better. Because like you can find a niche, but I think you still have to try to grow even when you find like your ideal. Like as an example, I started doing the World of Minecraft videos, and I like those, and it inspired a lot of other content, but like it, it just felt lacking in a lot of ways, and I just couldn't seem to continue to work on them. They felt like they were accomplishable, but they weren't as satisfying as they were when I first did them. So like it was a very satisfying like little experiment. Try it out, but I don't know if I can keep doing it. It's just not pulling me like it was when I initially did it. And then like the ones that spawn from it, the soaring videos, those are pretty fun, like the doing like the visualizers and everything. But it's like a huge like mental sink that I have to do for it. Like I put a lot of effort into that and fine little details on trying to match up the different aspects for the music and things. It gets very, very tedious, but it has a pretty cool outcome. And I definitely struggle with doing things that start feeling tedious. It's hard to keep up doing them. Which is probably why I do have a tendency to have a off and on relationship with the Minecraft in general. Because I love the game and I enjoy creating things and being creative with it. But there's some of the tedium that comes up with trying to accomplish a lot of the things that I'd like to create. And sometimes that's hard to push through. But I don't ever give up. I always come back to Minecraft. I always come back to the content. Like I've been working on it for content for 5 years now. Like I'm getting close to 6. It's cool to see that I'm still at it, even though I've made very, very marginal progress. Hello, Knockout. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well.
Wiggles fins and lets out a cheerful trill. Welcome, Knockout 3514. I'm Grubby the Axolotl, and I'm excited to chat about cool things in the Nether with you all today.
Grubby's still caught up on what Tenor talked about last time. Yep, Squirtle sex. Such a fun sticker. Gotta start it off with an upbeat. Nice. That's always great. What have you been up to, Knockout? How are you doing? You've been having a good day, I hope. Oh, by the way, does the badge work? Just working? Alright, nothing crazy? Nice. I did update the badge. You should be able to do the copper journal badge now. Should be an icon. Unless I'm crazy and don't know what I'm doing. That's definitely possible, though. I just want a little bit more iron before I go back up to tree clearing and mushroom chopping. Oh. I should put a sign here, right? Was it here or here? I'll just put like a sign left right here. Almost died to Trident. Drowned. You don't know how to do it? Let's see. I'm trying to remember. I imagine you're probably on your phone. It was a bit weird when I tried to figure it out myself. You have to like go to your profile somehow and select your badges. I'm not sure how that works on phone versus the PC. Like it was, when I tried to figure it out in Tenor stream, it was so awkward. I'm like, okay, where is this at? How do I find this thing out? It feels like it's kind of hidden, not like an obvious spot. Guess I'll just go for a full stack here. I'll make some more sticks. Some more signs made. There we go. We do have another stack. Oh, we do have another set of 8 here, though. That's good. I just sent you what I see in Discord. Okay, let me take a look. Yeah, it should be in there, I thought. Because I know you subscribed last time, so you should have the icon. Oh, maybe I did something wrong. I'd have to ask Tenor about that when I see him again. I'll chat with him next time. But there definitely should be a thing somewhere. Okay, what do I put in here? I guess I can put the smooth basalt in there for now on the calcite since I don't. Exxon has it? Does he? Oh, he does, yeah. So you should have that. Oh no, that's for 1 month though. Oh, okay, so maybe after you've had it for a month or for a little bit? I'm not sure. But yeah, you should definitely have that too. Yeah, shrug. That is kind of my whole experience with Twitch is just sometimes I figure it out and sometimes I just like I have no idea. It feels like such a complicated platform sometimes. Like, there's just so much to it, but I guess it's been around for so long. It's been developed a lot. It doesn't really strike me as a user-friendly type platform to me. Okay, get a couple more pickaxes. Oh, I have sticks right there. Didn't realize it. Okay, well, that was fast. I can't believe it made that 8 iron so quickly. All right, we got a little bit more, but I want more. I'm being greedy about getting iron. Just a little more. Just a little more. Okay, put the copper away in here for now. Put that in there and that in there for now. Can come back for those later. Okay. Just a little more iron. Just a little bit more. Maybe when Exod gets back, we can ask him how he set it up. So I do think he uses PC as well. Oh yeah, I remember last time I was digging down here and I heard the sound of a warden, like the sonic blast from a warden. I was like, where did that come from? I mean, I can pull you up on my laptop. You could try that, yeah. I don't know if there's like a different setting versus mobile and the PC for that. What did you have? What did I have for dinner? Let's see. What did I have for dinner? I haven't exactly had dinner yet. I had some pizza this morning, and then I'm trying to remember if I've had anything else recently. A little bit of cookie dough and a cookie. You're not gonna eat till like 9 p.m.? Yeah, probably. My diet kind of varies depending on the day. And the pizza's pretty loaded, so it's a lot of food. There was something else I ate though. Solid, I suppose. Yeah, it had like pineapple, tomatoes, pepperoni, sausage, onions, jalapenos, banana peppers, ham, sausage. Like it was a lot of stuff. American cheese, provolone cheese. Like it's a stuffed crust as well. So it was like it's a lot of food. It's like a whole meal in one piece. And it's kind of bad. When I drink soda, I kind of lose my appetite, so I don't usually eat as much if I drink soda. It's not a good habit. I mean, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That's true. Which is pretty good. I usually don't eat much of a breakfast because I have like my smoothie thing that I have, which I do have that, which does have like a whole bunch of stuff with my favorite soda. This is the only soda that exists, technically. Oops, that's not how it works. No, not quite. Well, it should. No, that is how the topic thing should work. I'm pretty sure that's how Tenor did it, unless there was something I'm missing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would dare say soda is my one. Like, Sunkissed is my one thing that's forgot. Oh, maybe he's a mod? Oh, he is a mod. Though I feel. Does that not work for. Now I'm curious. Let's see. Can I just, Is there an option to just add user mod right here? No? Huh. I'd have to check. Okay, so you like Sunkissed? Does orange Fanta suffice? It does not. They're absolutely different drinks. And anyone who argues with me otherwise is crazy. Because they do not taste the same. Sure, they're both orange, but they have completely different tastes. The Sunkist has like a certain like bite to it that I like, especially when it's cold and crisp. Where the Fanta's like super soft. It doesn't have the same taste. You haven't had Sunkist in such a long time. It's probably a good choice though, because it is also one of the few orange sodas that has caffeine. Most of them don't. No, Sunny D's different too. It's not the same. I have such a very like specific like palate to Sunkist for some reason, and nothing is really comparable. It would trigger me, yes. There's very few things I'm very particular about, and that is one thing that's like, Sunkist is different than every other orange drink. You cannot compare them. Because my taste buds will say otherwise. Okay, I'm digging a lot here, but I just need a little bit more. Just a little more iron. I'm getting tons and tons of blocks though, I guess. For that one day when I decide, there's the iron I wanted, yay! I'll just grab this and leave. I don't plan on staying down here the whole stream. Oh cool, it was an 8 vein too. Awesome. Don't mind the loud truck. Alright. Jump on some potatoes and off we go. Get a bunch of iron axes made and continue digging the path or chopping out all the trees towards the swamp that I know is in that direction. It's got that orange 72. Oh, does it? I know there's like the different like die numbers or whatever. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, you just picked a number. Look at that! Our third full chest of cobblestone. That's a lot of cobblestone. Like a ridiculous amount of cobblestone. Alright, let's get this 8 bits of iron cooked up. We'll drop all this stuff off. And then we'll snag this iron pickaxe. Take it up with us. We're gonna take this bit of iron. Cat armor's not where I can replace it or repair it yet. Anything else I want to take up with me? Not overly. I guess copper could be useful for building. Might always come back down for it. Don't worry about it for now. Guess we can condense up this though. So if I ever want to pull that out later, I don't know why it split it into 2 random stacks like that. Tried to middle click this sort. I played too much modded apparently as of late. We'll say hello to our chicken jockey friend. Hello, buddy. Are you enjoying your time in the boat forever and ever? If ever lets you out of that boat, he's gone forever. He'll disappear, never return! Because one thing about my personal rules for this series is I can't use XP, so I can't name anything with name tags. Because that'll use up XP. The chicken jockey, yep. You know what's funny? I have not seen the movie yet. Hey. Haven't seen it, and I don't currently have any plans to. I don't know, the vibe of the movie just didn't interest me so much. Maybe one day I'll watch it when it's like free or something. Or if I find it online somewhere. I might do that, but... You haven't watched it either? You're not quite as into Minecraft as like a lot of people are, right? I know you like jumping in the streams and stuff, so I appreciate that. Are we on to the next day? Yes, we are indeed. So let's go ahead and update that real quick before I go out into the deadly overworld. Potentially die if I'm not careful. There's one thing about hardcore, you don't ever want to be complacent. If you get complacent, that's when you die. Keep an eye out for any creepers in the area. Okay. I think we're okay for now. Let's move on up here. Okay. Sticks. Oh, yeah, there we go. We have lots of iron. It's interesting to play. I like maps that are like Vault Hunters or something that's created for me to join into. Okay. Modded, okay, if that's the term. Yes. Vault Hunters is a mod pack, a modded thing. I just don't like creative very much. Okay, yeah. So you're more into like doing like exploration and dungeons, mini maps kind of thing, like doing the adventure side of Minecraft, I would say. I don't have any sticks in here just immediately. Do I have any wooden? I do right here. Yeah, give me a task. There you go. Yeah. Like having quests and things. So you probably like a lot of like the mod packs that have quests and stuff like that. So you have like a guideline of what to do in the game. I'm definitely a mix, I would say. Probably, yeah. I like all aspects of the game. Alright, we'll start with these 4 axes for now. We got our bed, we got some food. It's almost nighttime, so yeah, it's fine. We can sleep as we're running over there. We got copper golems coming pretty soon. That should be just around the corner at this point. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the updates recently have been kind of like not overly excited for them. I don't know, maybe they're getting hyped up too much, or they're getting too revealed, like they're always around. And there's not like a lot to like expect or like discover from it anymore. Like I was hearing some Mog Swamp was talking to Flip the other day. At least I saw a video of them chatting. And that's kind of something that Flip was talking about, where like there's such a quick turnaround with updates nowadays that like you don't have much time to experience or enjoy the last update because the next one's already like on its way, you know? Which I do have to agree with him in that aspect. Well, I love getting new content. I think it's cool. It would just be cool to have it last a little longer, you know? The excitement of something new doesn't even get a chance to wear out before you're looking at the next one. Okay, there's a creeper over there, so we definitely want to make our way this way. We should have enough distance. Oop. I get lagged there a little bit. Sometimes my computer has these little lag spikes here and there. I do hope my computer doesn't just fry on me one day. That'd be sad. and have to buy a new one, and I'm not really looking forward to that. I would like this one to last me quite a bit longer, if possible. Alright, so I think last time we were down here. Technical difficulties? Yeah. It is very fitting. Very fitting indeed. Do, 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 do. Oh, I did add a new custom sticker. There should be a breeze one you could do now. Computer shopping is not fun. Yeah, especially when I don't know anything about it. Would not recommend it. I'm not a very tech savvy person. I can fiddle. Like I'm the same with redstone, honestly, right? I can fiddle with stuff, but like I won't be able to tell you the like technical of like how things function. But I can fiddle with it and say, hey, it did this thing when I did this. The breeze, yeah. And I also updated the creeper one. It should do like a flash of the charge creeper now. I gotta work on those ones. I want to make all those stickers like animated in some way, so I'm gonna make a GIF. There we go. The flashing supercharge creeper. I thought that'd be fun to do. Maybe I can add to the animation where it will actually like do the explosion at the end or something. I'll have to look at that. Oof. My throat is not liking me today. I gotta keep myself hydrated. The Duck Hunt one. Have you actually played Duck Hunt? That's such an old school game. That's like one of the first consoles in existence type of game. I want to say the Sega might have been before the Nintendo. You don't think you have that? It's the old Nintendo, the very first Nintendo system. So, not like on a platform it was made for. Yeah, that's like barely in my age group, honestly. Like my grandma had one, and I happened to play it because she had it at her house. Better question. Have you played Duck Season? Duck Season? I don't think I have, but that makes me think of Looney Tunes. Duck Season? Rabbit Season. Like Bugs Bunny and Daffy. My first console I had, that works because it does not function there. My first console that I've played was PS2. Okay, yeah, mine was Super Nintendo. That's actually where Secret of Mana comes from. Which I will be streaming that series where I'm making that again. You want to? Okay, so you wanna play Duck Season? Okay. So what is Duck Season? Is it like an online, like a browser game or something? Oh, it's a VR. Okay, that's interesting. Is it like a duck hunting game? That's what it sounds like it would be to me based on the title. Oh yeah, Xhad. I have emotes and stuff and all sorts of things now and commands and things. I know you haven't been around too much to see much of that. But I do have those now. Yeah, the spinny one. It's like Duck Hunt, but more complex. Okay. It's like someone reimagined the game concept. Dog and everything. Okay. I'm kind of curious. Hype? Hype indeed. I made little hardcore bees. I thought they were very fitting for like this series. That's something I'd like to do, like slowly expand the emotes based off of series. Yeah, the cool bees. There you go. What do you guys think of the emojis? I kind of just sat down and fiddled with it, and like those are really simple. And I was gonna do like a body and stuff, and I thought, nah, I'll keep it simple. I'll just use these, and I could always come back to them later and like update them and make them better. Because I have been contemplating about taking do like a certification course for digital art, so I could just, practice it. I could learn to do stuff like that, and having it a bit more in a structure and a frame of like, here's the order you kind of do things to learn how to do it would help me learn it better than try to just find videos and stuff. If you ever get VR, you should stream it. I'd love to see you tremble and stuff. See how much fun you have. Oh, okay, yeah. Tremble and suffer, huh? I don't know. I've thought about getting a VR headset, but then I'm like, I don't think I want to spend the several $100s it costs to get the headset for an experience that's still kind of like, eh. I'll try to get Tenro to play. Oh, you tried that? Subnautica was fun. I did do a series on that on my YouTube channel. But no, I was streaming. I was streaming it. I streamed Subnautica before. I don't think I ever finished it though. He doesn't like the ocean. Oh, really? I don't really like the water and stuff much either. Like it makes me uncomfortable, but I love water, so it's like it's a very conflicting thing for me. You did not know that? Yeah, I streamed Subnautica a while back. I think it was around the first season, but unfortunately he's not streaming anymore. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe he'll come back in the future. Who knows? Do 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 do. I, for one, believe that I will continue to be doing this stuff for a very long time, but no promises there. But I do have a desire to keep going as long as I can possibly do it. Oh, I wonder if we speak of Tenro, he will appear. I don't know. He's probably enjoying his time to be able to relax and not worry about things. I remember your Subnautica streams. Oh, you do? Nice. Yeah, those were a lot of fun. I kind of sad I didn't finish it. You believe in me? Thanks, I appreciate it. You know, Naka, you're actually my first, like, official subscriber. Or, subscriber? Not subscriber. Yeah, subscriber. That's the word. Subscriber and follower are not the same thing. Even though I did have 2 gifted ones. So, like, Tenra was the first, like, when I officially gifted one. Ah, I broke the axe, wasn't paying attention. Oop, you're special. Yeah. I wish I could make like custom badges and stuff that I can give to specific people. So Exot's been around for quite a long time. Really? I'm his first dedicated viewer ever? Yeah, that's true. But never subbed? That's alright. Sometimes people don't have the funds and stuff, so I was here before you knew he existed. There's some extra lore behind the Exod. Alright, let's see. You know, it's funny that it shows that Knockout was around longer than Tenro. So I think the system's either weird or maybe it's when I did the streaming thing. You got the 2 years, 3 months, 3 days, and 21 hours. Ooh, that's cool. You're a baby. uh. You two are silly, being in such competition. It's entertaining, though. I like seeing the playful competition. It's fun to mess with Exxon. Indeed. He plays along so well. I think it's riled up easy. Gotta sleep. Keep all the scary monsters away. We don't want any of them coming back. Ah, the creeper. It's alright, I know there's no creepers around. I keep the sleeping on top of it so that I don't have to worry about that. We're on day 300, oh my goodness, okay. Do I have a sign? I don't have a sign here. Alright, we're gonna run back real quick. We gotta put a sign for 300 days. That feels like a pretty cool accomplishment. I know we have one for 250, but we survived another 50 days. Yay! I do hope this world will have, you know, several thousand. Because this is the one series that I definitely want to keep as a... Hide your name in the world! Alright, we'll do that. Sounds good. in fact, I will also add your name. Actually, maybe there's like a specific spot I should do that. Oh, right. I remember. For this world specifically, Tenro has appeared. Tenro. Did you get called in by Knockout? You summoned him. You
Squeaks
didn't
happily welcomed Tenro. Glad you're here to chat about cool things in the Nether. I love
By the way,
exploring new
Tenro, Grubby's
places,
still caught up
don't
on
you?
your topic.
Wiggles excitedly.
You remember this bridge? Yeah. We just hit day 300, by the way. I gotta go put Knockout's name on a sign here. Dang, nice. Yeah. How you doing, Tenor? What you been up to today? You enjoying some relaxation? Taking a break from all the work and stuff? Imagine you probably just got home. Okay. It takes so long to get anywhere now. I have to run like crazy. Okay, I'm gonna drop that stuff in here. We'll put our saplings down here. In fact, I can go down here too. Doing alright, just working. Doesn't feel like any kind of break. Oh, really? Yeah, I hear you there. That is definitely my feelings when it comes to just job. Not fun, though it is. I do prefer what I'm doing now over much of the other things I've done, so it's a lot less stressful. What if the real break were the friends we made along the way? Yeah, who likes working for a living? Not me. Honestly, unless you like found a job like that you think is really cool, I doubt a lot of people actually enjoy it. Okay, let's see. First we'll do this sign real quick. I should have a birch sign here. We're gonna say this one. We'll do the same format. Reached 300 days. Or reached. Wait. We're gonna rearrange this so that it actually makes sense grammatically. Reach day 250. There we go. And we'll switch this one up. Day 300. And let's see. Today is 9/10/25. And the time is going to be 6:40. I guess I just 6:40. I think that makes the most sense. 6:40 p.m. MST. There we go. And then we'll go down into the mines real quick. And I'll add Knockout's name to the iron mine. Because I figured, you know, I've got, you know, thousands of signs down there. Might as well use it for that. So we're going to make a quick little run down here. You're special. You are special. Also be the first one to have your name in the world. Now, do you want me to do the full thing, like knockout 3, 5, 14, or do you want me to just do knockout? What should I do for that? In fact, to be able to do that redeem, you've got to be in like 2 streams. Right, knockout 3, 5, and 4. Down and down and down he goes. Definitely, it takes forever. Once I get sticky pistons, I might consider making an elevator. Okay. Well, I think I'll do. So let me run down real quick. Yeah. We'll just put you right here. How about that? So I'm gonna say knockout 3514. Oops. Okay, and then you did just recently do your followage, so we're just gonna update that as well. So put that 2 months. Oop. Okay, if I can space things correctly. 2 months. We'll do 2 months and 21 days. And we're going to put the date on here as well. So we're going to say 9/10/25. There we go. Should I do the, maybe I should do the time too, just for fun, because it's fun to have times on there. There we go. PM MST. There we go. You're now officially the first name in the forever expanding iron mine. Now let me quickly run back to the surface. Wow, 300 days. That's kind of crazy. I think it totals like real world time. 10 hours later, right? Real world time. So time played in the world is it's almost 3 full days. So that's coming up to 72 hours. That's my math is correct. Yeah, 72.
It's all coming
together. I think I also recently just added another redeem. I don't remember what I did. At 62 to 63? Yeah. What was the one I added? Oh yeah, quotes. So there's a thing from Stream Elements that you can set up a bunch of quotes, and then when you do the quote command, it'll pick one at random. Rock, paper, scissors! Go for it. Oh, select our pick versus Grubby. So can everybody do that, I wonder? I'm very curious now. Oh, you can select it. So click the thing at the top, and then select what option. You vote for the option. Okay. Stuff. Why did I come up here again? Right. Vote. Yep, you gotta vote. You gotta vote. Do the vote. Apparently, oh, I have to click the vote. There we go. I clicked the vote. Gotta select OK, otherwise it doesn't count as an actual vote, apparently. Let's see, who picked? Oh, 3 ways. A 3-way. What is this? Okay, that's a weird thing to block. A 3-way tie, indeed. Alright, let's go chop some more things down. More tree chopping. I had to go put up a sign for distraction. See, one with paper. So I lost. I don't know. We vote? Yeah. Don't fall off? Okay, I won't fall off. Ah! Oh, by the way, Tanner, I updated the, what did I just say? You know me. What? Dude, don't do a thing? You mean this? Oh, I read that in your voice. I updated the creeper sticker. It now has it flashes between a regular and a charge creeper. So I can actually basically make a GIF, and then I can make them custom stickers. So I'll probably end up doing that at some point too. I'd like to do that with... Yeah, there you go. There it is. There's the creeper. I don't jump quite like you do. I'm almost... It's almost no fun because I don't react. You gotta go do homework? Thanks, Exad. Thanks for being here. And hope homework goes well for you and hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah. Nope, can't jump well. Fine, I used the water bucket. Yep. There we go. It's ruining all the plants down there, but it's fine. I'm not too concerned about it. Okay. More tree chopping we go. Oh yeah, Tenero, do you remember how to like access like badges and stuff? Because Knockout should have the orange, like the copper journal like Exide does. But we can't seem to find it for some reason, so I wonder if it just takes a bit. Took us a whole day to run down there and back. should probably chop this tree, but... Oh, wait a second. Gotta scare the night away, gotta scare the night away. I forgot to open the water. If you click your own name and then chat identity. Okay, that's what it is. There should be options. Okay. I couldn't remember what the actual, like, term to look for was. We're gonna update our day. We're up to 301 now. Woot. Yay. Nope, wrong button. Do, 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 do. We're gonna have so much dark oak, though, by the time I get to the swamp. Test? There you go. You have a new badge. Woo! 2024? Which one is that? Oh, the Twitch recap. Okay. Dude, I have no idea what that is. You can do that too. Nice. So I wonder if it just takes a bit for to update that, or like maybe you have to be around longer or something? Not 100% sure, because it's supposed to be like for the 1 month, but like you're subscribed for 1 month, so it should work. So I guess when I gifted Exod, it stuck around, but I can't do the copper journal. You don't see it? Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully it will update at some point, so you have that. Might actually have to be the full like month. You're not too sure. Yeah. Me and Knockout were talking about that earlier, where she did like the shrug emoji. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what Twitch is. It's like, eh. That's how it goes with Twitch. I use it, but I don't know how it works. It's a very complicated platform. Just click the button. Yeah, definitely. Just click the button. I need to make that as a sticker. Just click the button. And I should make it be me and Skunky just pointing at the button. Just click the button. Oh, that'd be funny. Oh, by the way, I also did add a suggestion one. So if you do the suggestion command, it should take you to a link in the Discord, so you can drop any like suggestions you have for streaming in there. Yeah. Did it work? Did it work? Don't film me now, Stream Elements. Stream Elements, what are you doing? Why did not work? I know it works. I tested it the other day. Come on. Help me, please. Maybe I did a typo? No. Stream Elements. Wake up. I think I need to do the S. If I can spell correctly. Okay, Stream Elements is functioning. Why you no do the command? Yeah, you can set it up. Like, they actually give you a free subscription to yourself as part of the whole Twitch thing. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's night. It should be Nightbot, I'm pretty sure. Let me check that. Okay, it's set for everyone to do it. Oh, it's with an S. My bad. You gotta add the S. Fancy smanchy. Indeed. Indeed. I have so many things I forget what's what. There we go. Oh, there's not a space there. I need to fix that. Yep, I did forget that space. Fix that real quick. Bop. Update. There we go. Yeah, now that should take you to the link that goes into the Discord where you can drop any suggestions. Which I think it's fantastic to have that because I won't remember ideas. I have to write things down to remember them. So I figured that would be a great way to do that. How come not have it all on Stream Elements? I guess I just kind of set them all up and I fiddle with them all. Nightbot's pretty easy to do custom ones. And I think I have Nightbot doing some moderation stuff too. And I should probably look through it more. It's all kind of stuff that I've just threw it on there and I've been using it. And I haven't really done like a deep dive into them to like really see if I have any overlapping stuff. But that is a good idea. I should probably combine them as much as I can. And I think some of them have different like limitations and capacity that's a little bit more than others. Tenor plays Subnautica. Yeah, play Subnautica. It's a cool game. It's not scary at all. Oh, did you ever watch me play it, Tenor? Because I did stream it a couple years ago. In fact, all the VODs should be on YouTube. Personally, I like the continuity it gives. Having all commands from the same place. Yeah. No, I don't think I have. Yeah, I should have all the VODs on the YouTube from that. And it is sad I never finished it. I don't remember why I stopped playing it though. Like, I think I got really close to the end and just didn't do the last little bit. Pretty cool game. I thought about building like a base based off of Subnautica. I know Tridar did that. That was pretty cool seeing him do that stuff. Let's make sure there's no creepers sneaking up. Ever done a Nuzlocke and Pokemon run? I've done a little bit. I wanted to do one for Scarlet, and instead just didn't go well. I'm not a very good like technical player, so it's something like that's tough because I don't understand the mechanics of Pokemon enough to actually like be successful at that. I would get run over by the AIs and their really good tactics, and having the level like lower level makes it really hard. Trying to keep the what do they call that for the levels? I have been thinking about trying it with Emerald. Not too hardcore or anything, but just basic. Yeah. I think the level cap, that's the word. It was in my brain, it just didn't want to come out. I think probably the best way to do something like that, like especially the first time, is just do the not healing in battle as the main one. And then maybe giving your Pokemon like a couple lives, so you have like some chances to redo things. Because it's pretty easy to wipe out really early in the game if you're unprepared. And then there's also a lot of luck involved if you're doing random encounters, where like you have to have one encounter per route, so having a limited amount of team members does up the challenge quite a bit. When I was trying to do it with Scarlet, I just kind of decided whatever Pokemon I see first would be considered my encounter. Though I have sold my Switch, so I don't currently have any means to play any Pokemon games other than I guess if I download an emulator I could do that. But I've been wrapped up in way too many ideas for Minecraft and then playing some other games here and there to do Pokemon stuff. One more day. That is the theme of hardcore. One more day. Just make it through one more day. By the way, Tenro, have you been up to anything? Oh, my rolls. Okay. Will be one faint counts as loss. Okay. First encounter is only one you can catch. Okay, yep. Name all Pokemon to feel attached. Okay, so you want to feel sad when they die. Limit Pokemon centers to one use per town. Okay. And then set battle modes. What does the set battle mode do versus the other one? I don't remember. All Pokemon must be... Oh, you're going to do a type lock. Okay. But no level cap. Okay, so you could, if you wanted, you can grind out levels and get leveled up. Okay. That's interesting. Seems fun. Yeah. I like that idea of the limited Poké Center uses too. So you got to be very thoughtful about how you go through it. When to utilize that resource. Because I know in most, I think in most of them they don't limit that usually. Because I do have a couple of YouTubers I really like watching that do stuff. I allow myself as many items. Okay, so you do whatever items, no item limits. Okay. I found a set of 30 plus option rules. Oh, okay, cool. You're just kind of pick and choosing what you want to do. Speaking of rules, there's this thing which I forgot to do. Ta-da! Just for personal fun? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I got a command for it now, so you can see it anytime in it. My intention is to do that every stream and then have it be pinned, so that that's always available. There we go. I have that pinned up there, so if anyone wants to know about the personal rules and if I am breaking the rules, I need to be told, because sometimes it's hard to remember all the rules that I've established. I should definitely read them every so often to refresh my mind. So it's pretty easy to remember though. So just no crafting diamond gear. I gotta mechanize all farms, so I could do some sort of mechanical thing for anything I'm farming. But I could do like the very basic manual farming and stuff if I want to. But they did add the additional feature of where I'm gonna use the crafter to be a trigger mechanism. So I use Honeycomb as a current, like a power source currency, to generate resources and activate farms and things. All right, that reminded me. I could do the Nether portal one. I should do that. Maybe I'll do that this stream. I can automatically turn it on and off, and then use Honeycomb to like generate it, and then have like a timer that it's set to turn it off. Or when I come back out of the Nether, it can trigger. It could be another option. I have to take that into consideration, how I want to set that up, because I definitely don't want it to break when I'm in the Nether and I come back and generate a new portal. So I probably want to have some mechanism that turns it off when I leave. I think that'd be cool. Definitely got to do that. I'd like to start utilizing Honeycomb whenever I want to do any Nether trips. Speaking of which, it should be, like Honeycomb Farm should be running even though I'm this far out, because I do have a Ender Pearl Stasis Chamber for it. So set versus switch mode. Okay, when you defeat a trainer's Pokemon, they send out a replacement, right? Yeah, okay. Before that, in switch mode, the default, the game asks if you want to switch. Okay, set mode doesn't let you swap. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, yeah. That's a pretty typical setting I think a lot of people do for Nuzlocke as well, from what I've seen. Have you looked up Radical Red, or heard of Radical Red? It's like a really difficult challenge, and I think there's also like Emerald something as well. More like a real life Pokemon battle. Yeah, true. Yeah, Radical Red is a pretty well known like it's a modded version, so it's a ROM, a hack, yeah, ROM hack of Fire Red, and they make all the fights like a lot more difficult and stuff, and changed up all the gym leaders and things. It's known for being a very difficult challenge. I've seen some people do Nuzlocke with that ROM hack, and there's like an Emerald one that's a similar one. I've been binging Sylph Spectre. They do type block rounds? Okay, that sounds scary. Yeah, for someone who's not very good at the game, yeah, doing Radical Red as a Nuzlocke would be quite terrifying, because you got to really understand the game and the mechanics of the game. Otherwise, you just get wrecked constantly. Okay, I want to take a peek out here again. I think I checked here last time and it was just Birch Forest. Oh yeah, Tenro, did you see the new emojis? Got a bunch of emotes. We got quite a ways to go, I think, before I hit the swamp. I'm pretty sure the swamp is like 1,500 blocks out or something like that. So we still got like another 1,000-ish blocks to go or so. Yeah, there they are. I gotta adjust the sad ones though. The resolution was slightly smaller, but I think it kind of fits it though. The smaller, Sad ones being smaller makes a little sense to me, I feel like. do, 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 do. Yeah. I was gonna make the bee like do like the whole body and stuff, but then after I had that, and I'm like, you know, maybe I should just do that because it's really hard to pack a lot of detail in such a small thing. Because it's only 112 by 112 pixels for like the technically the biggest one, and then I just use a scaling feature to shrink it down to the other sizes. So they definitely start losing their detail the smaller and smaller they get. There just isn't pixels to keep up with any high details. How do you make GIFs? I see the sub ones. They look cool. Yeah, there was a... In fact, you might have used the website that I used, because I found a website that you could just upload your image, and then it would just make a bunch of options you can just click on and download. Or maybe you made them yourself, I'm not sure. But there was 2 different websites that I've messed with them. You just use the Twitch tools? Oh, okay. I can't remember what it was. It was like... Make emojis or something? Yeah, make emoji is what I used. So it has just like a whole bunch of presets you can use, and then you just click it, and then it just overlays the animation or animates the little bit you have. Really simple way to do it. Like the sunglasses bees? Yeah, I thought people would enjoy those. Alright, Tenor, you don't have the subscription anymore, right? So you can't use the animated ones? Knockout can brag about being able to do that. Her and Exile were having a bragging contest earlier. No, duh, and no monies to get cool sunglasses bees. No worries, man, no worries. If you hang around for like 10 streams is roughly what I've got it set to. So if you get to the 7,000. River, welcome to the stream. But you can unlock a sub.
Welcome, Brevet. Wiggle spins happily. I'm Grubby the Axolotl, and I'd love to chat about cool things to do in the Nether.
Just out of
Any
curiosity,
ideas?
compared to everything else. It's pretty quiet for me, so. Brother, what you been up to? How you doing? It's louder than you a bit. Oh, really? Okay. So maybe I need to turn it down just a tad. Let's do that. Filters. Take it down like 2 decibels and see how that works. My phone is at 67. The brain rot is real. Oh, what's happening? The alerts are louder? Okay. Yeah, I should probably dial everything down just a tad. Okay. My phone is 67. The brain rot. What's the brain rotting for? What's happening? And brother, there's emojis. Or emotes. Okay. Okay, 67 is brain rot turn. Oh, it is. Okay. I'm uncultured. I have never heard of this before. I'm only cultured when it comes to Minecraft. No idea what that is. It's a new thing for young people? Oh, okay. That explains it. You just learned about it last week? Oh, okay. It's also 67 degrees outside. Oh, really? Okay. So it's brain rot weather right now? It means nothing, I think. Oh, okay. So why not use the word nothing? I just don't understand the constant, like, creating new words to mean the exact same words thing. It feels so unnecessary. Because kids need new terms. Do they really, though? What's wrong with all the classic terms? Like, does nobody use the word cool and awesome these days? Guess they're just trying to invent their own generation. They need something to finish. Yeah. uh, no shot. You still stay cool? Yeah. Why wouldn't like anybody and everybody? It's such a simple word. Everybody knows what it means. Like, I'd be surprised even if the young generations don't know the word cool. If you've watched any of my content, you've definitely heard me say that's so cool. Like, that's something I've said. You have 2 days off from work and so much I want and need to do. I hear you, man. That is my existence 24/7. So many things I want / need to do. A lot more want to do than need to do, but like, I have 2 side projects I'm working on that's not like on camera or anything. I really want to do those, but it's hard to keep my brain focused on them. I try to research more of the Gen Z stuff, but can't find words. You just need to look up the Urban Dictionary. You'll be set. That's where all the quote-unquote brain rot terms end up. Bet. That one too? Please no. And Cap. Cap, for some reason, just drives me crazy. And the bet thing, just like, what? Just say okay. Why do you have to say bet? Like, just say okay. Because you're extra, right? Oh, fam too? That drives me... That one's another one that just drives me crazy. I don't know why. There's just certain terms that, like, makes my brain twitch. It's all these... I guess these simple little three-word shortened things that just... I don't get it. Slay? Yeah, it's another dumb one. Ugh. Lock-in bugs you? Okay, lock-in's not too bad. Fina? Like, how do you even say it? What do you have? Random stuff that nobody cares about, right? Oh, wait. I can get stuff from here. Cherry? Ooh. Oh, wait. Wildflowers? I don't think I have wildflowers here, so you know what? I'll buy a wildflower. Exchange for a potato. 4 potatoes for a wildflower. And bro's another one. I don't know why, but bro just drives me crazy. I can picture you cackling behind your keyboard. Oh, for Tenro? Tenro's too much. Yeah. Okay, flex is like, it feels like a normal one. All the abbreviations feel a bit silly, but Tenro cackling. Tenro doing his evil laugh. It's not evil whatsoever. Give yourself the ick. Okay. Are you just reading from the Urban Dictionary now? Is that what's happening, Tenro? I don't know. I guess I'm like I don't know if you'd say a little stuck up or something, but like I feel like a lot of these words lower my IQ. I found a site that defines them. Okay. You started this theme by prompting him with the Urban Dictionary. That's true. There's a really long acronym too. Oh, really acronym for what? Really long acronym for Reverse the Instigator. Yeah, people can use whatever words they want, but my own personal taste, is sometimes it's a struggle. Just using normal words is already a struggle. Why do we need more? Inventory getting full? It is getting quite full. I still need to make a trip back. Unload all the goodies. You can see how much progress we've made. And we probably... yeah, we probably need to go back and make a couple more axes so we can keep chopping. Dollar bills, yo. Oh. What about all the dollars in the bills? Isn't that like an 80s thing? I have no idea, to be honest. Not out being honest. I'm just young. I don't know anything. Don't ask me questions. It has swear words in it. Okay, but it's essentially I can't lie, this stuff ticks me off. Oh, okay, that's what the acronym is. It is a really long acronym. Okay. Okay, yep, I get it, Yeah, I don't think I have any wildflowers over here. Wildflowers! Let's put you right there. Oh, 90s? Oh, 90s? What do you mean, oh, 90s? Ah, another blue shell! Oh, there goes the hardcore world. It's got exploded. I wanted bone meal. Do I actually have any bone meal? Excuse me, B. I don't understand why you guys are obsessed with this trapdoor and you can never get down here. Bones. I do have some bone meal. Cool. Does anyone remember Between the Lions? I can't say that's familiar. Don't think I've ever heard of it. Now we have unlimited wildflowers. Yay. Ooh. Oh, Tenor does. To be honest, this sounds silly, but Minecraft came into my life and I've kind of just not paid attention to much else. Cliffhanger. Puppet Lions, what? Okay, yep, I have no idea what's happening. Let's see. I came back to make more axes. My brain is definitely mostly Minecraft. Can't hold on much longer? Okay. And that's why he's called Cliffhanger? Okay. Definitely not following this conversation whatsoever. And for some reason it makes me think of Harry Potter Puppet Pals. That's a ridiculous thing. It's a kid show from the 2000s. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I would not be watching kid shows at that. I don't think. Well, no, I'd be 9. 9 years old then. I guess I watched other things. Because that doesn't sound familiar at all. Oh, I still need to do like this this balcony thing that Tanner mentioned. Can you post a link? Sure, go for it. You should be able to because you're a mod. Yeah, okay. Something reminded me of it at work the other day, and I looked it up and got so much nostalgia. Yeah. I don't know, I don't think I've really experienced much nostalgia recently. Like, I I had a little bit with playing Secret of Mana, I think, but like playing Minecraft now, I guess it doesn't really bring me nostalgia. If I like look back on like the Zancar videos and stuff, that does a little bit. Okay, well, let's see. I think I'm just gonna keep doing kind of a simple path here with the tree clearing. And once I decide on how I'm gonna build a path, once I actually get to the swamp, we'll go from there. What you doing in that cave? Huh? Huh? I wonder if they chose those sounds just to like make him more obnoxious. Because it just sounds like he's always, like the villagers are always like, what? Huh? It's like questioning everything you're doing. Judging you. I think I'll chop down a little bit more. Maybe we can make it to the river, maybe? I don't know. It's not too far away. It's at least visually within range. Excuse me. So I want to chop down probably this tree. Yeah, this one. Well, if you ever need to build anything out of dark oak, we should not be in a short supply of dark oak after this. Maybe I should incorporate dark oak into the pathway. You gotta run. I'll be seeing you. Hope you have fun. Thanks, General. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later. Bye. See ya. He be lurking. So many trees to chop. Okay, I can see the river. So it means we're close, right? If you can see it. You're watching. Oh, he's got the eyes, the lurking eyes. Is that what that is? Yeah. You know, I just remembered there was a stream a while back that we were doing on Lands of Zankar for the first season. And I was talking about some show, and Tenro had no idea what it was. And then it made me realize, like, oh right, I'm actually quite a bit older than That's one of the few times where I've actually ever felt old. So I'm typically a very young, spirited person. Tenro is 4 years older than you? Okay. So he's what, 30... How old is Tenro now? He's 30? 28-ish? I can't remember where he's at. Somewhere in that range, what I can remember. He's coming up on 30 if I remember correctly. Baby Yoda! Oh, he's trying to get in your head? Yeah. Oh, you mean the... Oh, Baby Yoda. I just noticed where it was. Stickers are definitely a fun addition, that's for sure. Because you can place them pretty much anywhere you want. Hey, gotta sleep, gotta sleep, gotta sleep, gotta sleep. Let me sleep. There we go. 304. Do 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 do. You guys have any fun plans coming up? In fact, I can probably do something like this. Topic from the lands. Let's see what Ruby says. Going to dinner with family on Saturday to celebrate 2 birthdays. Okay, that's exciting. So we're in September. Yeah, I should remember when Tanner's birthday is. Well, we've been friends for like, 5 years. Do 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 do. April 18th? Ah, okay. Is April, right? But you're right, close to 30. Yeah. I think I actually have like 5 years on him. If I remember correctly. Do 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 do. Let's see. Yeah, we'll try this one. Do 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 do. I'm really bad at remembering things. I have to like make notes and things all the time. Any like important dates, I have to put it in my calendar so I get reminded of it, because I won't remember it for life of me. I need reminders. Do 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 do. Either that or I have to like put it in my repeat it in my head a million times so it's reinforced as something to remember. Do, do, do. That is a random log there. I guess I'll chop this tree down too. Feels like it's quite a bit in the way. Do 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 do. The topic thing feels a little bit weird. I guess you have to like initiate the topic, and then if Grubby says anything, then that's when that topic will get mentioned. So there's only very few like instances where Grubby starts yapping. Do, do, do. Okay, how far are we actually to the river? I need to deal with a bunch of stuff with your accident. Okay, catch up with a guy and help him with stuff, and I want to do a subathon thing at some point. Okay. Nice. Alright. Now the accident was this car accident you had a little while back, right? If I remember correctly. I know I've seen that before. I think that was like one of my old streams from when I first started the series. So that's what I'm gonna do with my 2 days off. Okay, nice. I've never thought about doing a subathon. It sounds like that would be a lot of work and quite tiring. Because if I remember correctly, it's kind of you stream until you get the subs is kind of like the main idea of that, if I remember correctly, until like you reach the goal. I don't know if I could handle streaming that long, but 3 hours is kind of my good middle ground, where it feels like it's a decent amount of time, but it's not too much. I can't imagine streaming for a whole entire day. That would be exhausting. Usually you stream and the subs extend it. Okay. So there's like the two different kind of forms of that than I imagine. But the typical one is extending it. Okay. I think I get it. And I know there's been some like hybrid ones I think I've seen pop up a little bit where like they do I saw someone doing what they call like a streamathon. So like they stream but they keep like adding time into their stream in general. But I'm doing it backwards for lulz. Okay, nice. So subs take time off? Okay. So like you do like a 24-hour thing or something, but then every time you get a sub, take off an hour or something like that. That does sound entertaining. That's nuts, right? Some of the things people do is kind of crazy. I definitely prefer my approach to my streaming where I just do certain hours scheduled and just sit down, do the thing, and once I'm done, I'm done. Don't have to worry about much else. I think I'll do 24 hours, but subs do 40% of their main time. Okay. So it starts getting like less and less as it goes. How many like followers and subs do you have on Twitch? I don't think I've checked in a while. Are you doing well in the streaming scene? Oh. Honestly, I'm surprised I'm at 64. It kind of blew me away when I looked at it a while back and realized that I was this close to being at an affiliate status, so. I think I have 78 followers and like 1 sub point. Okay, nice. That's not too bad. You haven't streamed much since April? Okay, yeah. I get that. Sometimes it's hard to keep doing it, but I'm trying to get back into it. Nice. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. I definitely try to take a bit more of a casual approach to it, because if I get too worked up about it, it'll just stress me out. I did a stream Among Us on Saturday. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. How did that go? I may have already asked that, but like I said before, I'm sorry. My brain's basically like a goldfish. Like you might say something and then my brain was like, oh right, reconnect the dots. I remember this now that you mentioned that. Once I start getting details, I can like piece it back together. I didn't ask. Okay. You probably remember much better than I do. But to be honest, I feel like it's a lot of effort to remember a lot of what's happened in streams. It was only 7 people for the most part. Okay, so 7's not too bad of a number for Among Us. But I think oh, did you mention the different jobs and stuff? You did talk about it a little bit. Or you mentioned something about like the different jobs in general, at the very least. I can remember that. I haven't played Among Us in such a long time because they changed the roles so much that I don't know how to play them correctly anymore. Yeah. I definitely enjoyed it when it was simpler, that's for sure. I'd get killed immediately. Yeah. That's also one of those games like where it's fun, but if like you're out from the get-go, then you're just like, okay, well, I guess I'll go play something else then. 7 is it? Oh, it's an annoying amount. Okay, where there are too many for one imposter, but few for 2. Yeah, right in that awkward range. And with 1 versus 6, it is quite challenging. I think we actually still have a long ways to go before we hit the river here. Okay. Well, do I want to keep chopping for a bit or not? We had a mod, so I turned on neutral killer. So it was like 2 killers on separate teams. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Chase away the nighttime. Don't let it show up. Poor nighttime in Minecraft, though. It doesn't get much love. Nighttime is not something I want to risk for this series. At least not for quite some time until I have some really decent gear. And even then, I want to be very cautious. Okay, I think it's good to go back now. I want to see if I can get this automatic nether portal concept working. So I know you can use... I think you can use a flint and steel in a dispenser? If not, I can use fire charges, but fire charges are not going to be easy to make right now. I'll have to remember how you can do the automatic nether portal, because I know the water will break it. So you use a dispenser with water to close the portal. Look at all that dark oak. So much dark oak. Okay, let's run across the bridge. It takes quite a while to bounce across. I hope it's raining. Yay. The rain. So much fun. Oh, I just realized dispensers require bows, which requires killing skeletons or spiders. And I really don't want to break the cobwebs down because I can't get cobwebs otherwise. Well, have crossbows. I wish crossbows could be used for dispensers. That'd be nice. How much bread in there if I need it? I don't know if... Do we have any string in here? Maybe we do. We'll need at least 6 string. We have no string whatsoever. I wish I had a spider spawner. What do I do? What do I do? I guess I could go into the Nether and kill the Striders, but that just feels bad. Killing Striders feels kind of like killing horses. It just feels very unnecessary. Poor things don't do anything to me. Which is funny, because like cows and pigs and chickens I have no qualms with. So I did actually want to check this while I was thinking about it. We're getting quite a bit going through here. I've not hit this barrel yet, so we're still a ways before we get much more, and I don't remember why I did that. This seems silly. Okay, we don't have any string though. No string anywhere. I do wish I had another way to get it. But it's spiders, huh? Or skeletons. Problem is the skeletons can easily end a run. Alright, well let's go down into the caves once again. And see if we can get lucky enough to find a few spiders or an easy skeleton to pick off. This could go poorly. Not something I would suggest for the faint of heart. We're going into the danger zone. I don't like it, but I want string so I can make my automatic portal machine to turn it off and on. With great risk comes great rewards, right? That's how it works. And this is the best way to go. Hello, chicken doggy. It was so funny in that stream when I heard that. Like, why do I hear a chicken? And I was looking at the hole, and there's a cold chicken juggy just chilling there. Yeah, right over there. That's where I found him. I guess them, I should say, since it is two mobs. Alright, if we head over this way, I should be able to go into this little deep dark section. I believe, yes, I did make a way up. And this is where I nearly died. Man, 2 times I've nearly died in this series has been done in this area. Down in my mines. Creeper. I think it's more of the sudden sound that like makes me react than the actual sound of the creeper. That cat's been quiet, waiting for her moment. Darn. Alright. We're entering the danger zone. Did I hear a skeleton? I think I did. It's a zombie. I don't need you. Oh, what? Oh, there was a skeleton. Oh my goodness. Yep, I wasn't crazy when I said I heard the skeleton. See, skeletons are the only thing that make me jump at this game. Ah, no bow. It's a trap. It is indeed a trap. They were communicating. Ow. The skeleton was like, hey, zombie, go distract him for me. And the reinforcements keep on coming. Oh, come on. Since they've changed how they hit, skellies are the only thing that scare me. Gurgles do. That's with the trident, yeah. The ranged mobs are terrifying in this game. Hey, look, there's a creeper. He's like, you're looking for me? No, I really wasn't looking for you. I did not need you to show up. Obviously, I need to light up that tunnel. It's very dangerous. Come here, creeper. Yep, right over here. Stop. Okay. Obviously, this hole is very dangerous. Cannot leave this here. It's not even much of a tunnel either. There's more iron in here, though. And more of the scary stuff. We'll snag this real quick. Okay. I just want a bow or a couple of string bits from spiders. I don't want all this other madness that's happening right now. My shield is like already destroyed. Aye, creeper. There's a spider I need. Spider! And there's another creeper. Cool. Bop. Bop. The gurgles. The gurgles are terrifying. With the tridents? Yeah. I would say trident drowns are probably one of the most dangerous things to come across in a hardcore world. Especially early on. They will just wipe you out so fast. Where'd that spider go? Spider! Don't tell me you respawned. You know I'm after the string and you just ran away from me. What a jerk. There you are. Come here. Yeah, hey, 1 string. Only 6 more to go. Caving. Caving in hardcore is terrifying. You have to be very, very cautious. If I had at least a few bits of enchantments on diamond, I wouldn't be quite as concerned about going into the caves. And I don't like how this is leading into that. More iron. Guess I could use the more iron. Okay. I don't like offshoot caves, because you never know what's going to come out of them. Oh, this connects to where I've been already. Interesting. Right, so where is this? Oh, okay. I don't think I want to go that way. Scared? Yeah, I can be very cautious in the deep dark, but if a warden spawns and I can't get away from it, it won't go well. It won't go well at all. If you're unprepared for a warden, how does the warden come? So there is the shriekers. When you trigger them 3 times, that's when the wardens can start spawning. So you do technically have additional chances. So you can actually risk triggering it twice and not worry about it. It's the 3rd time that you have to be really concerned about. Is it 4? It's 4 times? Oh, I thought it was 3. Did they change it, or did I just misremember that? What are the shriekers? If I can find one, I can show you. They look... So they have like this kind of color, and then have like a bone structure and like a weird, almost like portal-y thing on the top. And they make very loud shrieking sounds. That's why they're called shriekers. That's basically what calls the warden. Gross. It is kind of gross looking. Let's see if I can find one here. Or is it just going to be more cave? It's like, is it's going to be more cave? It is indeed just more cave, it looks like. No. Oh, there's more deep dark. Okay, so let's see if I can go just a little further down. Gotta keep an eye out above me, make sure nothing drops on me. That was the shrieker. And then it does this. It makes things all dark and scary. Oh, yeah. I didn't get to see the shrieker just because I triggered. So what I can do is if you can find them before you trigger them, you can be very sneaky. Because if you're sneaking, you don't trigger the skulk sensors right there, which are what will trigger the shriekers. Is there actually... Oh, it may not... It must be in the wall or something. That's so dark down there, I can't see anything. I don't want to continue going that way. Oh, there's another geode there. I'm giving you anxiety. Don't worry, I'm perfectly safe. There's definitely ways to avoid it and not have it be a concern, as long as you're cautious. But it's definitely not something to mess around with. Sounds fake. What sounds fake? Dude, I got 31 iron though. Unintentionally going after... I got 31 iron. I don't like this spot. That you're perfectly safe? I am. Like, as long as I'm in a lit area and I haven't triggered it a couple more times, it doesn't actually do anything. And when you're sneaking, they don't trigger, so nothing will actually ever happen. As long as you're sneaking. more deep dark stuff. Is the warden bound by the deep dark? Yes. Or at the very least, they would be because shriekers only spawn in there. And then after like a certain amount of time, they'll despawn, so you don't have to worry too much about them as long as you get away. Oh, there's the shrieker right there. It's kind of hard to see it. That's a catalyst. So if you're on cobble, then you're okay. If you're like super far away, then yes. Like once they spawn, they can come after you from anywhere. So they're bound in the sense they only get spawned in the deep dark. So you don't run across them unless you've gone into the deep dark and come across the shrieker. But the nice thing is if you are actually in a deep dark, so right now in the deep dark biome, no other mobs will spawn in the biome. So I shouldn't see any other mobs here as long as it's a deep dark biome. So they're technically a safer biome if you're paying attention and you clear out all the shriekers. Then you don't have to worry about any mob spawning. So I don't really have to light it up for the sake of mob spawns. As long as we're still in it, and we are still in the deep dark. So I shouldn't come across anything. Okay, let's see if I get a little bit better view of that. Yeah, it's still super dark down there, but... Is there another one up here, maybe? Okay, and that's a bat triggering that, which is fine. Good thing is... Oh no, it's a zombie. Okay. I'm pretty sure they've made it so all the mobs don't trigger it anymore. At the very least, I know bats won't trigger the warden spawning. But this area is definitely creepy because it's so dark, but nothing spawns in it. So it definitely has its own factor of being scary, that's for sure. Okay, that's a catalyst there. Spooky, very spooky. Especially with the music that's playing in the background right now. Let's see. Let's poke our head over here. Let's see. Oh, that's a shrieker down there somewhere. We triggered it twice. That's more than enough for me. I just wanted to get a few string or a bow, but that's just not music. Can you not hear the Minecraft music? It is twice in a day? No, it's like... Robert was saying it was 4. I thought it was 3. I don't remember now, though. It's been so long since I've actually looked at the details of it. But I don't want to risk getting to the point where it actually does spawn, so I'm just going to wait, because I think it's like a 15-minute cooldown or something? No, Squirtle was the change... Oh, change the good mood? Yeah. Alright. Throat is sore. Oh, okay. My brain's clicking now. Squirtle was meant to change the music. This is an interesting block right here. This is a catalyst, which when mobs are dying in here, they'll actually spread this around the deep dark stuff, which is kind of cool. The spacing, what it's called, skulk. Oh man, I just want a little bit of string. I don't know the best option here. On the surface is way more dangerous. It's like I can have mobs coming from every direction. You could try to kill mobs at night. Yeah. It's just... The risk is so much higher, and that's how I've lost the 2 previous worlds, I'm pretty sure, to this. Running around at night is not a joke. Ain't no joke. If I had full diamond enchanted gear, I wouldn't be quite as concerned. But with basic iron, not a chance. I'd be gone before I even knew what happened. So I'm gonna take that one bit of string back to the surface. I guess I could also like set up an area so that I don't have to be so worried about the mobs. Like make like a ravine or something, a place I can stand on. Could also make like some sort of like watchtower that I could be in and have fences around it. So it would make it a little bit easier, but then it's like hard to get out to get to the skeletons and stuff. I tried doing like catching stuff in boats. And that works okay. It's like there's definitely like tactics and strategies I could utilize to try to hunt the night mobs a little more safely, but it's always a big risk. At least in the caves, I'm more likely to know exactly where they're coming from. They're more kind of like funneled in. Let's see, what day are we on? We're on 6 now. Should update that real quick. Alright, where are we at? One thing I can do is try to stay in a safe spot and wait until it becomes daytime so all like the zombies and skeletons burn. And then like only the creepers and spiders are left, and it's a bit easier to see them because it's daytime. It's another potential tactic I could utilize. See, I don't actually have dispensers in here, do I? No. We got our one string. Do I just give in and use the cobwebs? It's not that many, technically, and I can technically find more. Yeah, we'll just use this. Otherwise, it's going to take me an age, especially with how cautious I want to be about things. Bye, cobwebs. It's for a good cause. Okay. So I need sticks. Gonna make the 2 bows. Grab a redstone. Grab some cobble. I can technically find more like ravines or more abandoned mine shafts if I wanted to. Okay, so we have those. Then the idea is going to be if I go over here. I do need to test if I can use a flint and steel. Hold on. Let's see. Do I have? I'm just going in circles. Just gonna go around in circles and circles through my tent and my storage. Okay. So if we take these over here, I guess I should also make a lever so I can test stuff. Hey, potatoes. Top off my stack here. This little stack of blocks is fun because these are all from Endermen that I've killed. Okay. The only problem is that this thing is going to block up part of the portal. So I'd have to decide... Because I think I want to make this the front side, even though I have to like walk around. And as I think about this too, the portal is going to be... I don't think I can put these next to each other. Can I even place that through the portal frame? Might just have to temporarily turn it off. Oh wait, no, not that, no, the lava. It's fine. This should break it. I don't know why it's not. Okay, can I... not that direction. Don't go to the portal, please. Thank you. There we go. So, if I have water in here, this should Yeah. Oh, no, give me that back. Give me that back. Oh, I just destroyed more of the lava there, didn't I? I guess I could put it higher up. Then I could always walk underneath the mechanism. So I could do it like this. But one thing I have to consider is whether or not that will... Oh no, I need it down here for that. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. So either way, I probably want to have it like this. Eventually. So I can have flint and steel in that one, water in that one. But if I trigger... Yeah, so I'm going to trigger it that way. So it turns it on, and it won't do anything because it can't trigger it. So that's the basic concept here. So I do have access to observers actually, don't I? I do because I have quartz. So I can make an observer for this since the double pulse from the observer will basically turn that off. And I only need one pulse technically for the other one. And then I gotta decide how I want to power it to two different ways. So the way that I want to turn it on is going to be using the autocrafter and getting a signal when the honeycomb block comes out of the autocrafter. So we do have quartz, which I think I put up here. So let's grab the quartz. We'll need that. We're gonna want some cobblestone if we don't have enough. Let's see, that's probably enough, but I'll grab more anyways. So we're gonna need at least one observer. If we want to make the... Oh, we have tons of that. Wow, I didn't realize I had so much smooth stone. Probably needed it for a build of some kind. We're gonna need some iron. Let's grab bits of that. Because we're gonna need the crafter, which I don't know if I've actually ever made one. So I can remember how to do the recipe. Is it something like this? I actually don't know if it's like similar to the thing. I should have a recipe, right? I don't. Okay, so do I need to make a crafter to trigger it then? Or a crafting bench? So let's do that real quick. Then I know I have a whole bunch of extras, but I need to trigger the recipe. So let's do this. And that should trigger the recipe, right? I didn't? Huh. Okay, I guess I need to look it up. How do I make a crafter? Minecraft crafter. Oh, right. Is that a dropper or a dispenser? I hope it's a dropper, because if that's a dispenser, that means I have to make another one. Painting. It is a dropper. Okay. So I'm just missing the drop. Oh, maybe it's because I've never made a dropper? That might be what it is. Ah, yes. The dropper is the trigger for the recipe. Okay. Now I should be able to make it. We should have everything we need. Okay, so these are my current two trigger mechanisms. I do need to grab some stone, which I think I have some regular stone up here I can utilize. Yes. I had observers here. I could have just grabbed this one. Silly me. That's okay. How much redstone do I have? 47. That should be enough for what I want to do. What I'm after now... I need redstone torches. So I can make comparators. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to need a comparator out of this. So if I were to put this here, put a comparator there, and then have this craft something for me. Like, if I put this in here. And then okay, the comparator is going to trigger when that happens. So do I need to do an observer instead, maybe? Because it shouldn't change anything when I pull blocks in and out, but if I trigger it. Okay, yep, so we're gonna need an additional observer. That's how we're gonna do it. Okay, you're like, I don't know redstone at all. Okay, and then the other thing I want to do as well is I want a bunch of honeycomb. Because I want them to be, honestly, yeah. Redstone is a pretty cool thing, though it can be difficult to understand sometimes. So let's go ahead and grab another observer. That should be everything I need. I can make myself a pressure plate so I have a designated thing that I want to use to trigger turning the nether portal off. I guess I should bring some honeycomb with me so I have it for my tests. So actually we'll go back down. I don't need to go up and down to get into here. There we go. We'll bring a stack with us so we have that for our testing purposes. And we'll take a little nap on our way back over there. Not sleepy time yet. How about now? There we go. On to 307. Just to verify, yes, we are on 307. So, head back over here. And what we're going to do, I think I'm going to want a block probably between them, just to make sure it doesn't trigger them both. And it might be actually better if I put it underneath. So we'll do basically this and this. And then when we take this away, that should trigger that. And the water, oh, it didn't turn off the water though. There should be 2 pulses. Oh, right, it's because it's only the one from what it will be. Once I put the redstone in, it will actually work. In fact, actually, I should be able to put that back, because when I was going to put in the redstone, it should trigger it. So I put that there. Yep, that's going to trigger. And it will trigger it again if I put any more redstone into that. Ooh, I didn't think about this though. I want this to... I probably actually need a block for that to go into as well. Okay. And then what I should be able to do... So we're just going to dig out a bit here. I think what I'll do is take this around. And then we're going to make a spot for the pressure plate here. So when I exit, I think I'll put it like out here so I can decide when I want to trigger that. But I'll try to step on that every time I leave the nether so that it gets used. And then we'll just basically run a line along here, which what it should do, if I step on this, it should trigger that. But it doesn't because the observer can't register that. So what do I want to do? I guess I could have a comparator, maybe. Because I can read the comparator. If I just put the... That's fine. That's perfectly fine. So we'll get rid of this. Oh, it's going in a circle now because the water's getting triggered. Block that off so it doesn't ruin it. I can just do this, and then I can have redstone here. And that should work, because it can register when the comparator changes. And I guess just for the sake of... Oh gosh. Whew. There we go. So now that should, every time I step on this, trigger it, and then turn it off. Okay, so that's our turning off mechanism. Not too hard to set up. And cover all that up. So we know this one's working now. And then basically what we're going to do for the other one... This other one's going to be a little more complicated. Just do that to keep that protected. Because what we want to do is we want to have this here, I guess. It'd be like right here. Maybe this way. So it looks like a little control panel thing, but maybe we can build it into here. Like we'll do it that way. And I think I want this also to be facing down. So we're gonna go like this. So that faces down. So that's where that's gonna send that. But then we're gonna have an observer here. How do I think about this? What do I want to do for this? Because I need to be able to detect the redstone signal. So honestly, the better route would be for this to be triggered. And then we can actually... Oh, right. I forgot. I want to do this as well. I want to have honeycomb wherever I have redstone. So that if I ever come across the redstone, or come across the honeycomb blocks, I know not to dig it up because I have built something there. So we can break all these and replace the floor. Okay. Do that. Get the redstone in here so I can place it as I go. There we go. Boop, boop. Redstone is such an interesting thing because it's kind of, I feel like it's a mix between like programming and power and the way that it functions, which I think is why it kind of confuses a lot of people because it gets very technical based on that. Let's see. So the problem is this is going to spit it out downwards. So I actually want this to go the other way, I think. Because then what I can do is put a barrel here for like my output. So I actually want like this. Okay, do it like that. So let's go ahead and rotate that. And we'll put a barrel above that so we have the output. And then we can have the observer down here, which will detect it like this. So whenever should show the dot, because this is where the output is. Yep. Okay. And then basically what we do now is we're going to feed a redstone signal into a block that we're going to put right here. So we just need that to get powered by the observer. So let's go ahead and take these out. We'll just put in 1, 2, 3. We should be able to just simply do that. So that when this actually crafts something, it'll trigger the thing to light the portal. So now I should be able to, for the most part, just cover all of this up. The only thing I don't want to do is cover this, because if I put a block here, it'll actually cut off the redstone, so it can't go over. So what we're going to do to try to, I guess, disguise this area, we're going to kind of mess with how the netherrack is set up here and make it a bit more of like a stack. So something like that, maybe. And then maybe I'll stack some more over this. We'll get some more netherrack. Alright, so now we can actually remove these. So then we go into here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll have a lever we can put on here. I guess we could put that... I kind of want to put it right there on the barrel. I don't know if the barrel will actually let me send a signal through. I think it does. So let's go grab a barrel real quick. If we have some more netherrack in storage, I'll grab that. If not, we can pop in and grab some netherrack after we finish creating the rest of this.
That's all, folks.
Yep. That's it for the redstone presentation. Oh, interesting. Vines don't trigger that. The stickers definitely add a whole new layer of silliness. I don't have any netherrack. I have some nether brick though. Maybe I can use that as well. Not sure. Do I want to? Do I not want to? Scooby-Doo! What did I come back here for now? There was something else. A barrel. I want a barrel. Barrel? Do I have barrels made? I have chests. Guess I'll make some barrels. Couple of those. Couple of those. Make the barrel. Okay, put this stuff away for now. And we'll go back over. I'm hoping I can power it through the barrel, because then... Oh, should I set up a hopper, though, for it to, like, put everything in from there? I kind of feel like I should do that. It's like you input it into the chest, and then it does the thing, and then... I'm conflicted. No, we'll try this for now and see what we think about it. I can always add that later if I want. This will get the basic concept, you know, sorted. And we do have to consider refilling the flint and steel and when we need it, because that will eventually run out of durability. What we should be able to do now, if I come over here, put the barrel there, the lever there, and if I trigger that, aha! And then look, we've got our honeycomb block. It's now honeycomb powered. Isn't that cool? So we can pop into the nether. We do need some netherrack, which we might actually have some in here, maybe? Nah, we can just grab a couple bits. So I can kind of make a disguise for the most of that mechanism. And then if I go back out... So when I leave, I walk over the pressure plate. I do probably want to do something so that it doesn't do that every time. But then I also turn this lever off. Oh, it's going to do it every time that powers that. Okay, so that's a problem. I'll have to consider that. Trace away the darkness before we die. Okay, so obviously the mechanism needs to be modified some. I can't have it doing it that way, because then it's just a lever to turn the portal off and on. So how do I do that then? I guess that's where I do actually need the hopper. Yeah, so I do actually need the hopper for it. So we can leave the barrel there, we can remove this. In fact, no, I have to power the crafter every time. So it's gonna trigger it anyways. I guess if we make it a button, that makes it less of technically a problem, because then it would still function how I want it to. So I just put in the 4, and then I can click all that off, and then just hit the button. What? Alright, it's already on. I'm silly. Though I do want to do something about the water here. I think there's a trick I could do. Let me try that in a moment. Let's see, like we can use this, which is kind of funny. But if I were to make a staircase, and then we were to take that and get rid of these, if I put this like this, upside down, and then if I have a water bucket, I need to get some water. So something you can do is with flowing water, if you have it like run into a spot that already has water, it should prevent it from flowing all over the place. We do something like this to kind of make sense of this area being the way it is. Yeah, I think that's okay. Nothing too fancy, but it does the job. Okay, so we need a new bucket and new water. So go do that real quick. And then I should be able to do what I'm thinking. It should stop the water from flowing everywhere, because it'll meet like another water source. And because it's an upside down stair, I can't tell that there's actually any water there. Does mean I'd have to mix in cobble and stuff, but I guess I could do, instead of that, I could do this. Because then it's at least the same color. I could even do slabs, technically, but We'll do these. Okay. So I'll replace that. Let's grab a bucket. And then we have our water source out here. So we'll grab that and run back over. And then this should, if I'm understanding mechanics correctly, prevent us from having water spillage everywhere. With the alternative, I could just make a hole for the water to go into, but meh, I don't want to do that. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And then we can go step on this. Because then we can see the water flowed there. If we get rid of this, we can actually put, oh, just for a second, we'll do this. Because then I can use this water bucket real quick. Turn that into a water source and I can refill it. And we put our block back in, and then if I do this and this. Wandering Trader, what brings you over here? Fireball. Yeah. Anything I really care for? Not particularly. Why are your trades so lame? Okay, so now I should have the fully functioning system done. I know this is technically kind of pseudo, but at least it makes it happen properly. So now we have our... And that's kind of cool too, because this will actually keep us a count, like a running count of how often we've gone to the Nether. Now if I click step on that... Oh, okay, it didn't work. So do I really have to do it the other way? I might have to do it the other way, which is kind of lame. Because then you see the water. I guess it kind of makes sense you would though, right? Then I guess I can do this. Visually it doesn't matter doing it like that, but that could do that. Now it should work. So we'll go make the block. Powered it on. There we go. So that's what I wanted it to do, but apparently I need some water to connect into. But that works. Okay. Now that the system is technically functional, I should probably figure out some way to do that better. It'd probably work better if I had it output into like a hopper and then I detect the item going through and using a comparator. That's going to be the better, like, functional option. But then I've got to fiddle with a bunch of things. Guess I could have a barrel here instead. So then I could put it, but then I can't detect it there. So I'd have to change how I'm doing this. Let's try fiddling a bit. So I want it to come out this way then, maybe? What are you doing down there? That's dangerous. Okay. So then this would go this way. And we basically want to send redstone back this way. Because I could have it go 2. So let's replace these real quick. I have to redo how we're doing this whole thing. That's okay though. Because I do actually want it to function the way that I want it to. So we'll do some cobblestone, just kind of block that off so we don't have to worry about it. And we're basically going to take 2 honeycomb blocks here. And then the 2 bits of redstone, so then that will still trigger it, and then we can just cover this up. Like that, and then we just kind of stack this up a little more. Okay, so then the next thing we want to do is we're going to go get a hopper. We're only going to hopper out of this, and then we're going to make this... We're going to rotate the way direction this is going. So we want it to go down. So it's going to output into a hopper. Oh wait, I'm being silly. I'm doing a comparator instead, so I don't actually need this like this at all. What I do need is probably a block down there. Yeah, down here. Because we're going to put the comparator there, which I guess I need to go get another one since I used it for that other thing. So I need a comparator and a hopper. Hopefully the hopper will not push the item too quickly, which that is something to consider. Because sometimes I can't pick up the items if it goes through the hopper too quick. Which I always thought was kind of a weird thing, that it can zip through it so quickly. Do 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 do. Let's make another comparator. Okay, then that will give me what I need. Oh, and a hopper. Can't forget the hopper. That's an important thing. Do I want 2 hoppers though? I might need 2. Or to just consider where this 1 hopper goes. Alright. We'll come back if we need to. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. This actually didn't take very long. I was expecting it to take a little longer. And the idea is going to be basically do this for all of my machines and stuff in the world. Okay, so if I put the barrel here, and then I connect the hopper, will this detect that? So we'll put in... Oh, the hopper's already taking it out. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Why are you pulling directly out of that? That's rude. Well, oh, actually, maybe I just do a little bit of a different system here. Because I can have the barrel, and then I can have the hopper locked through the redstone. So let's try that. So if we were to make ourselves a torch, and then we can pull the signal off of this. So it'll be on right now, which is good. So the idea is going to be take this, do that. I'll bring it around to the side here. And then we have a hopper here. I guess since we're changing this up somewhat, we could just have a double chest here. And then the idea would be to take this redstone, put it here, and we can take it all the way over to the hopper. Which then we can do that. Take a nap. Do, do, do. I'm too brainy. It's really not that complicated. There we go. So now this hopper's locked, so I put anything in here, it doesn't get pulled out. I would need like 100 tutorials to do this. Wait. Hey. Hey, you're supposed to... Oh, it's because I put items in it. I'm silly. Okay, I didn't do it 100% correct. Because this... Okay, I need a delay. So if I want a delay, I'm gonna need... Okay, I'm just gonna grab myself another crafting table. I know I can go all the way back to my base and get, you know, one of the pile of ones I have, but we need one here. So we're just gonna grab that. Now if I go and just, I guess I can just plonk it in there. Bloop. We should be able to make ourselves a repeater. Oh, if I do have more torches. I need 3 torches. I can make the repeat. Oh, I only needed 2. I'm silly. That's fine. We can break this off and then give it a delay. So now what I should be able to do is put in the 4. We put a button on there, so I guess we could put this back. It didn't stay in there long enough for that to even register. So we do definitely need some other delay. Oh no, it's just not powering... Ah, because it's not going far enough. Right. What do I do then? Because I'm going to need another repeater then. And the repeater is going to be in the wrong spot. Actually, no. I just need a repeater there. I could do that. Repeater, I need another... Oh. Do I need... I keep forgetting how to do the repeater. It is 2 torches. Okay. So So I just need another torch. So we'll grab that. Grab that. Okay, then if I do this, now it should work. Pull these out. Put in the 4 we need. I'll just go ahead and lock this because that just makes sense. And I hit the button. And it did the lighting torch. That turns it off. Keeps the water from flowing. Put that back in. Hit the button. There we go. Now it's actually triggering off of the item that is created. Cool. And then we'll simply take our nether rack and just cover this back up. And if we ever need to do anything with that, we can simply dig it up and grab it when we need it. That's gonna be kind of cool too, because I could just, like I think I said this earlier, but it gives you a count of like how often we've gone into the nether. But that's pretty cool. We got our first like mechanism, though I do want to rotate you. Put you this way? This way. Yeah. There we go. So we're not in the nether right now, so we'll go ahead and close it up. But every time we go to the nether, we gotta bring 4 honeycomb with us so we can enter the nether. It's so cool. I actually got some of the lore of this world actually in the world at this point. I think that's the first time I've actually also made like a portal I can turn off and on. Because I've never had like a reason to turn off a portal in the past. But now this is for the sake of lore and story. Okay. I'm gonna put all this random junk away because I have so many things in my inventory now. And that's just making a super simple system. That's not even getting into really complicated stuff. That in there. This goes in here. Let's get our shield on so we're just safe in case we come across anything. Chest can go in there. We're gonna put that upstairs and that upstairs. That's all this other stuff can go upstairs. Okay, cool. I'm gonna head out for the evening, but I hope you have a great rest of your stream. Thank you. Thanks for joining, and I'll catch you later. Hope you have a wonderful night. Bye, Knockout. Ooh. Honestly, I'm getting kind of sleepy myself. I guess because it's a little toasty in here. There we go. Sweet. First functioning thing. Got about another 25 minutes or so for the stream tonight. So I think I might just do a couple more tree chopping and call it good. Do I want to go another axe? Nah, yeah, I should probably grab one more axe. Do I have sticks in here? Do I leave it all down there? I left it all down there. Let's go grab it. Up. Up, up. And axe. Okay, there we go. More trees. I can't believe I actually almost broke my iron pickaxe from just all that little bit of fiddling I've done. At some point I also need to actually start getting this bridge to be functional. I've really thought about trying to make like a drawbridge part of it where you have to insert the honeycomb and then have a flying machine that pulls out part of it. I might do that at some point. In fact, it could be actually really cool. It's way overkill, but if I made every section in between here, like you insert the honeycomb every time, but it feels a little excessive. So I might do something where like I cut out the very middle sections, like maybe take out the 2 middle pillars and make a decently sized chunk that I can pull in and out with flying machines, like do a drawbridge thing. And when it triggers, it brings them together. Can't exactly do like a drop down kind of drawbridge. Unfortunately, that's not Well, I guess I technically could, but that's really complicated. Because then I have to have blocks doing this, like a zigzag. And that would just be a little too much overkill. What I want to do already is a bit overkill, let alone doing that much. Possible, but not quite as realistic. And would probably take way more effort to figure out. Basic flying machines aren't too big a deal. We're gonna hit 310 days, I'm pretty sure. Before we end off. Maybe even a couple more. I'm gonna have to figure something out for this path too, because I don't want to do just regular path and like my honeycomb lanterns. I want to do a lot more than that. That's gonna require a lot of iron to like light up this entire pathway too. That is something to consider. But I do want to have my lanterns be quite sporadic, so that will at least save me on some materials. To at least make the path a little safer, but not necessarily 100% safe. It would take a lot of lighting and stuff to do that, and pushing back a lot of trees, or... I guess I could put a bunch of lanterns under all the trees. Hang them from the trees. Do, 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 do. A dark oak forest, like, they always scare me. And I could get a path to that pretty easily now. I'll probably make a diverting path to access the woodland mansion, which, technically, if we were to take that on, we could get ourselves a totem of undying, which would secure the world a lot more, but would be quite a big risk of actually losing it in the process. Because it's not really the evoker that I'm scared of, it would be the Vex. That would be what would do me in, without a doubt. I don't think I would actually die to like just fighting the evoker on its own, which I imagine that's why they brought the Vexes in with the evoker. Is because he's actually not scary by himself. It's his little minions with their terrifying swords. Especially when you get bad luck and it spawns with like sharpness or fire aspect or even both. Then it's like, yeah, I don't think I want to play with you. That's when it gets very scary. Oh, I gotta sleep. Day 310. Bop, there we go. Oh goodness. Apparently I'm sleepy now. I'll hang out for the last little bit though. 20 more minutes of just chopping some trees, no big deal. Probably do need to take some time and find myself some streamers that I could raid. I know I added a thing for guiding the stream specifically. I don't know if having that cost points is a good idea or not. Oh, lovely. The forest is burning down. Is that going to get all the way over to there? That would be so sad. For the fire to spread that far. I'm actually kind of curious. I don't want to try to stop that fire. I want to know how far it's going to go. I know in the past with old Minecraft, that would just like burn the entire forest down. But fire's not quite as terrifying as it used to be. Which I think is a bit of a shame, that it's like, it's been softened, so it's not as much of a threat. No, I kind of want to investigate it. I'm curious. See how its progress is going. This is actually a really good pathway to start with, because I can get access to the lush caves. I can make some sort of tunnel down into the lush cave. Oh, fire. How goes it? Are you going to take out the entire forest, or are you just gonna stop at some point? Let's see if it's gonna jump to more trees. Was there a ravine there too? Oh, not quite. It's spreading. It looks like it's starting to die out, actually. Is it just gonna stop right where it's at? Boop. Hello, fire. Yeah, it might spread to those trees, but I think this is where it's gonna stop right there. Oh, it caught that tree on fire. Okay, so it's spreading that way. So it's likely to go that way. But this tree might potentially be the end of it. Guess we can check back on it later. Okay, I think this is right where we're at. More or less. I'll take out this tree. A lot of the early days of this world are definitely a lot of the same stuff. Tree chopping, mining. Not too much variety going on. So I think it was nice I was able to do a little bit of a redstone mechanism. Mixed up just a little bit. Take out this tree here. That's kind of sort of a ravine. With an aqueduct in it. Are there fishies there? Are those cod or the... Oh, is that tropical fish? Oh, it is tropical fish because it's a lush cave. I forgot that that has tropical fish. We could totally do an aquarium. So that'd be cool. Oh, in fact, that's actually kind of a cool idea for some of my lighting, is have like a lit aquarium as part of like the lanterns along the path. I think we're gonna have to do that now. If I could get a hold of sea pickles, that'd make that much easier to do. Guess I could also do candles now, but I need string for candles though. I could really use a spider spawner, honestly. Be nice to come across one. Just like a regular spider spawner, so I don't have to worry about the poison. I have found cobwebs though, so I do have access to a mine shaft somewhere, so that does mean there's a spider spawner down there in that cave somewhere. I think I went through the ravine over there. That was just right over that bridge that goes to the Nether portal. I think that's where that was at. Or it could have been a little bit further. Oh no, it's a little further down. If I follow my path down, that's where that's at. Ooh, okay. But if I'm going to make a spider spawner, due to how this world functions, I need to do something interesting with the spiders. Not simply just make a box and have them die. I think I want to bring them up to the surface. Though I don't know if I can get them to go to the surface without despawning. So I have to consider that once I get into doing that. Okay, so I got some fun ideas. Ooh, I also just thought of another idea of how I could take on that, potentially. Like, I could pillar up above it and just drop TNT on a on the evoker before he gets even anywhere near me. That could be funny. Or if I get a bow, then I can take him from a long range. Though, also, if I'm doing like TNT, I could get rockets and shoot it out of a crossbow at him. That could be funny. It's another good way to take out the evoker. Just spam a bunch of rockets real quick. I have several crossbows. I guess if I come across more pillagers until I have like a full set of 9, and then I can charge them up and do like the auto fire thing where you just switch really quick between them and fire them off like rapid fire. Maybe that's how I should approach taking on the evoker. Because I should take him out pretty quickly, especially if I get enough of the burst, I think it is, for the rocket. I don't remember what does that, though. I have to figure out what item does burst. Because I think the more you stack it on, the more damage it does. And if I have multi-shot, that increases it even more. Well, that's something to consider for the future. Taking on an evoker with rockets and or fireworks and crossbows. I think I'm definitely gonna make that be the way I do that. Dirt. Okay, let's see. I guess we're just chopping this tree next. This axe is almost broken, so is this one. I think it was a good decision to make one more. Get us through the last little bit here. Bop, 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 bop. Okay, where do I need to start chopping next? So it looks like my path has been roughly here. Yeah, so I want to... That tree is directly in the line. So this one definitely needs to go. I'll probably end up taking the oak tree there out as well. A regular oak. Can't even tell where that tree ends and the other one begins. We're so close to each other. Get a couple more of my azalea bushes. What are they even called? They're just azaleas and flowering azaleas? Yeah, they're not even like a bush. I feel like they should be called a bush or a hedge. If I can even speak proper words. Ugh, words. Oh, we're gonna have to sleep again. Sleep, 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 sleep. There we go. 311. Sure we're good. Yep, been keeping up with it. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and combine these. Not quite where I can combine those two yet. How much further do we have for the river? Looks like probably 10, oh, maybe more like 15 or so trees as far as the line goes. We're gonna have to consider this. Do I want to do a bridge, or do I want to like curve the path around? Which curving the path around could work at this point, because the Woodland Mansion would be in that direction. So it'd be good for the next path that I would want. because it's right there. So it's almost a straight shot if I do it like roughly here. I'll have to think about that. Okay. Well, I think I want to head back so I can get everything unloaded and back into the storage. We'll grab these apples that we're catching. In fact, using some gold and getting some golden apples could be a good decision as well. Especially if we'd ever decide to go take that on. Golden apples would probably be extremely important for that task indeed. Because it's that little bit of extra hearts and the regen would make all the difference in the world. If you could take a couple more hits. Definitely want to have full iron armor if we're going to even like fully repair it probably. And I might replace some of my gear. And even just using the crossbows could be helpful for taking on the Vindicators, but we could also do the block thing where we just pillar up to avoid them. This will smack them from above, but I don't like the changes that were done a while back where they kind of quote-unquote fixed all of the way mobs attacks things. Because I've had mobs smack me way more often now than it used to be in the past. I don't want to fall in the hole. Like every time now when I fight zombies, I feel like the zombies can hit me so much better than they used to. So like it throws me off pretty bad. Oh well, we have like a full chest here. I guess I'll pull out everything that's not dark oak and just let this become a giant double chest full of just dark oak. Put this stuff in the chest up above. Okay. There's a lot of apples we could potentially turn into golden apples. Like that. We have some bones here too. So I guess I'll take these back so we can consider doing something with them later. Everything else, I guess probably these could be good. In case I want azalea leads. I don't think that double chest of the dark oak there is even going to be enough to finish the pillars that I've got. I like the first fully oxidized one, I think. Maybe that one. And I think that this farm definitely doesn't function. I don't know why it doesn't work. Because the observer should detect whenever that changes its state. And it should trigger everything. Getting distracted by my farms being derpy. Anyways. Where do we put this stuff? I guess we'll just put it all down here. Do I even have a spot for azaleas in here at all? I guess technically the moss. So we get those from that. Mob drop, that can go there. Do I actually have a place for apples? I have mangrove in here. Why do I have that there? Goes here. I do have a place for apples. I have almost a stack and a half of apples. A lot of apples. Okay, well, you know, I think I'm gonna call that a stream for today. I'm gonna go ahead and put my little end clip thing on, and I'm gonna see if there's anybody to raid. Let's take a look. Don't think I've got anybody I consider. Not sure of that one. Let's see. I'll look for the family friendly, see if that happens to pull anything up. Nothing immediately stands out. that's going to be it for Hardcore Mechanized today. If you want to try to catch up on the VODs for the series or check out anything else, there's my YouTube. If you'd like to get notifications via the events on Discord, you can pop in right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Catch you next time.